Hey guys, so this is the news you've been waiting for. The Tesla Model 3 Highland is about to drop in the US this very week. The information that was recently shared on Reddit by a supposed employee was later confirmed to be true by a Tesla moderator. This was then further confirmed by other employees working for Tesla as well. So of course what I wanted to do was confirm this myself. So I went ahead and reached out to a buddy of mine who works at Tesla at the showroom, and he was able to say that this is all true. This very Sunday, January the 14th, is going to be the day that the Highland is going to be arriving in North America, unless something very substantial changes. The design studio will be seeing its very first update on this very date, possibly even at midnight, but our first indications have already been seen. If you guys weren't aware, yesterday night Tesla updated their test drive page with a new updated image of the Model 3 Highlands. Now if this was accidental or if this was intentional, we've already got to see our first glimpse of what we should be expecting. Of course, as soon as this image dropped, everybody tried to inspect every element about it, and if you guys zoom closely enough, there are some very little changes that we will be discussing in the next video here. But the most important one here is the front bumper camera, and it seems to be making an appearance once again. This means that they are planning to include the front bumper camera just as they did for the Cybertruck in the North American market first, and this would also mean that features from the Cybertruck is going to be appearing in the Model 3 Highlands first out of all other models. Things such as pulling forward with the dynamic lane lines, improvements with the camera washer, and even Tesla Vision and the upcoming S is going to be the biggest upgrades that would include this new front bumper camera. There's going to be a ton of new features as well that will incorporate this system, so make sure you guys stay tuned for the next video. I will be talking all about this as well as the performance model as well. Speaking of the performance model, I wasn't able to get as much detail as I was hoping for just because it was so late in the night, but I was able to get some text back and forth, and what I was getting is that the Model 3 performance is going to be a couple weeks off of the base and the long range model launch. This means that similar to Europe and China, we are not going to be seeing the performance model right at launch. This is going to debut on its very own, whether it be a simple design studio change or update, or it's going to be something that Tesla wants to highlight at its own presentation. I personally do think that the Model 3 is going to deserve its own spotlight, just like the Model S Plaid and the Model X. They were really spectacular, and the Model 3 is no different here. The performance has been something that all of us have been questioning about ever since the introduction of the Highlands, so this is going to be the perfect time for Tesla to really make it something big. So now what I was also able to confirm is whether the showroom is going to have those models available for display and whether test drives are going to be available on January the 14th. And unfortunately, none of that is going to be able to happen because there is no scheduled deliveries for the Highlands to arrive. This is specific to the Richmond, BC area. I'm not sure if this applies to all showrooms across the nation, but this is what's happening here, and there are no words when the scheduled deliveries are going to be happening. From what I was told previously, for newer design shipments, it typically happens 1 week in advance, and this prepares them for the floor layout as well as the cleaning process of the car. But this doesn't necessarily mean that it can't happen. It just means that it is unlikely that Tesla is going to ship it last minute. Expect them to detail the car as well as find a placement on the floor showroom. So yeah, that is what's happening this week. We're all really stoked about it. I personally am super excited about what's happening. I'm gonna get as much detail as I can, and I'll definitely share that with you guys as soon as I hear anything else. But moving on, I do want to thank you guys for sharing some of your experiences with me. A lot of you guys have shot me some emails on X about your experiences with the Highland so far in Europe and other countries. A bulk of you guys have mentioned to me that the Highland, at least its first iteration of it, has had some complaints and issues. A lot of these has to stem with the noises and rattling within the car. Hopefully with the Fremont build, this is all going to be fixed and is eventually going to move its way over to the Shanghai factory as well. So yeah, all of this is great news. I know a lot of you guys in the US and in Canada is waiting for this updated model before you pick up your car. We've been pretty much stuck with the old model, and what better time to get a new car for the new year than right now when the new redesign has happened. So there you guys have it. I will be discussing more about the US model specific in the next couple videos. Make sure you guys guys stay subscribed. Hit that subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already, and follow me on X at HeyJohnE so we can chat over there. You guys can DM me. We can get responses back and forth here and share some information. I love to get your guys' input as much as I can on this channel. So yeah, this is it. This is John once again. Peace out.